Good morning, Greenlight the Day family. Welcome back. My name is Jane, and Rosemary's here to greenlight my day or our day together.
Good morning. Good
So go ahead.
morning. I'm trying to open up my eyes.
Good morning, Rosemary. Go ahead and share how we're greenlighting the day today.
Well, let me tell you, I've been thinking of all these things, what should I say? What should we say? And I woke up and it's very foggy here. I wish I could turn you around so you could see how foggy. It is really bad in Fresno with fog in the mornings. I mean, they have to even shut down not the schools, but the buses. They have different times that they have to pick up the kids because it's that foggy. Mm-hmm. So they're delayed at school 2-3 hours. That's how foggy it is. Anyway, and then I got to talking to my daughter about some stuff, and I ran into this quote as we were talking. I was trying to find some words to give to encourage her. And I told her this. I said, as you breathe right now, another person takes their last breath. So stop complaining and learn to live your life with what you have. So many times we are not content of what we have, what situations we're in. People have it worse. It's always I have to look at the positive because she's like, Mom, you're always wanting to look at the positive. I go, you have to live with a positive attitude because if you don't, the negative will bring you down and crush you, my friend.
Yes,
It'll crush you, my girl. So that's how I wanted to greenlight my day is to be content, to learn to be content, to find those things that make things. Even though I see fog, I wish you guys could see this, how bad it is out here. Can you see that? It looks light here, huh?
It's not. It's
anyway. You can't even see my vehicle. It's that foggy. But just because it's gloomy outside doesn't mean that you have to live with that gloom, that darkness over your head.
That's true.
It's just ridiculous, So anyway, I was glad I spoke to her and cheered her up and made her look at things in a different light.
Right. Well, what that quote does for me, how it greenlights it for me, is that it reminds me that I have choice. Because I think sometimes when we get stuck in a mess, we feel powerless. We're overwhelmed and we feel like we have no power, no control over our situation. And there's some things that we don't necessarily have control over, but we do have the choice on how we perceive the situation. We can sit down and feel sorry for ourselves and say, oh man, I'm stuck in this situation and it really sucks. Or I can say, you know what, this is a real big challenge in my life right now. But I'm going to look at it as an opportunity. Sorry, my family's having a powwow behind me. I'm going to look for it as an opportunity to learn something from this. What is the lesson in this for me? And always not to allow anything steal my joy. No matter how tough, no matter how difficult and sad and depressing it can be, nothing's going to steal my joy. And I like that about that quote that you said, because that's what it reminds me of that choice, the power of choice and in holding on to joy.
The power of choice. There's another one, and it's actually about contentment. It says, contentment does not mean that I desire nothing, but rather it's the simple decision to be happy with what I have. And that's what I was trying to convey to my daughter.
Yes, it's a good lesson. It's a good lesson. Because it doesn't mean that we don't want to improve our situation. It doesn't mean that we don't want to improve something. But it just means that as we're improving, we still got to appreciate what we have right now. Because somebody else would give anything to have what we have. And even ourselves, when I think back, we're in so many journeys, right? So when I think back, in my journey as, I don't know, I'm trying to think. My journey, losing weight. In my journey of losing weight, there was a time at my heaviest that would have given anything to be the size that I am right now. And I have to, when I start feeling the pressure of maybe you need to start losing some more weight, Jane, I always have to remember, yeah, I can do that and get better. I can improve, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to appreciate what I have right now. Because once upon a time, I would have given anything to be this size, and I wanted it so badly, I went under the knife to have it done, and chose to change my life.
Exactly.
Or, even things like my job, once upon a time, I would have given anything to, have the job I had, or, make money to be able to afford my family, giving my family a life once upon a time, So if I get frustrated with work, I need to remember once upon a time, I didn't have a job and I had a hard time finding a job. And thank God I have one now, We all have something.
That's the gratefulness heart that we have, and to be content with what we have. That's an amazing thing. And that's why I always preach. I'm not a preacher, but I preach. I always say, embrace the body you're in today. You don't know that it's going to stay that way, and thank God that you have the body that you have today, because it's not the same body you had, when I was 487 pounds, where I could barely move, And when I moved, I struggled to move, even though, back then I was younger, I talk about that too. I was telling my daughter.
Rosemary, you're pretty rocking.
Well, right now, actually, after Janie and I get off this, I'm going to go get my blood levels checked. I got to go get my blood work done for my new bariatric doctor here in Fresno. Mm-hmm. So he thought I was just amazing. I had done amazing. So, sounds good. He says, I started laughing because he said that, he says, yes, because he's kind of short too. He says, us short people get the raw end of the stick when it comes to the BMI and, where they want you to consider you a normal weight or heavy weight or whatever.
I think you look like you have a
normal weight. But yeah, he did say I was smoking. He did say I was smoking.
You are smoking. Well, with that, we've gone 16 minutes, so I think we're going to go ahead and let y'all go. This has been a great green light, Rosemary. All right. Thank you. It's a perfect way to start the morning. We love you guys. You guys go out and make it green. See you later.
Make it green.
Bye.